Hurricanes are forces of nature that leave devastation in their wake, but within those storms are personal tragedies that are difficult to fathom. Today, we bring you the heartbreaking story of a mother and her one-month-old twin boys, Kobe Williams, Kaiser, and Casimir, who lost their lives during Hurricane Helene. This is the untold story of the storm's youngest victims and the family forever changed by this terrible loss. A mother's last call. On the evening of the storm, Kobe Williams was at her trailer home in Thompson, Georgia, with her newborn twin boys. As Hurricane Helene raged through the region, she made a phone call to her father, Obi Williams. The winds howled and branches slammed against the windows as she told him that she could hear the storm intensifying. Concerned for her safety, her father advised her to take her sons into the bathroom for shelter. Kobe promised she would. Minutes after that call, however, Kobe stopped answering her family's repeated attempts to reach her. The storm had cut off all contact. Fear gripped her family, especially her brother, who braved dangerous conditions to check on her. He had to dodge fallen trees and avoid downed power lines as he made his way to her home. A devastating discovery. What he found was a sight no family member should ever witness. A large tree had crashed through the roof of the trailer, directly onto Kobe, crushing her and her infant sons. Kobe had fallen on top of Kaiser and Casimir, and all three were tragically killed in an instant. The storm had not only taken away their shelter, but also their lives. For Obi Williams, the loss was unbearable. He had yet to meet his grandsons in person. I'd seen pictures when they were born and pictures every day since, but I hadn't made it out there yet to meet them, he shared, devastated. Now I'll never get to meet my grandsons, the youngest victims of Hurricane Helene. The twins, Kaiser and Casimir, born on August 20th, became the youngest known victims of Hurricane Helene. As of Thursday, the storm had claimed at least 200 lives across several states, including Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Virginia, and the Carolinas. The storm left behind unimaginable devastation and heartbreak, but the deaths of the newborn twins struck a particularly raw chord. The young victims of the storm were not limited to the Williams family. In Washington County, Georgia, approximately 50 miles south of Kobe's home, a 7-year-old girl and a 4-year-old boy also lost their lives. Families across the region were left shattered by the hurricane's unforgiving power. A community in ruins. The aftermath of the storm was felt deeply in Kobe's hometown of Thompson and in her father's home city of Augusta, just 30 miles to the east. The once peaceful streets were now lined with debris, downed power lines, and broken utility poles. Fallen trees blocked roads, isolating neighborhoods and delaying rescue and recovery efforts. Obi Williams found himself trapped in his Augusta neighborhood for over a day, unable to reach his daughter's home as the storm left a trail of destruction. For Kobe, evacuation had not been an option. As a single mother nursing newborn twins, the logistics of leaving with such young babies were nearly impossible. She had hoped to weather the storm, as many do, thinking that her home would provide sufficient shelter. But Hurricane Helene, with its brutal winds and unrelenting force, proved too powerful, remembering Kobe Williams. To those who knew her, Kobe Williams was a shining light. She was a lovable, social, and strong young woman who could brighten any room with her smile. Her father remembered her fondly, noting how she loved to make people laugh and how everyone who met her grew to love her. Kobe had been studying to become a nursing assistant, but had taken a break to give birth to her twin boys. She had her whole life ahead of her, and her family, particularly her father, had been looking forward to watching her raise her sons and continue her studies. The loss of Kobe and her babies has left an unfillable void in the hearts of those who knew and loved her. Her family, heartbroken and awaiting the release of their bodies by the county coroner, are now tasked with arranging a funeral amidst the wreckage left by the storm. They hope to clear the roads and begin the grieving process, but the pain of such a sudden and tragic loss lingers. The tragic loss of Kobe Williams and her twin sons serves as a somber reminder of how natural disasters can affect families and communities. Their story, though devastating, is a tribute to the love and hope they carried. If this story touched you, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel for more important stories like this one. Stay safe, and thank you for watching.